What up, y'all? Texas Roots and Fruits. We got another video for you guys today, another fruit tasting video. I got another package in the mail, just the mangoes. So this time I got a bunch of Valencia Pride. It's a Valencia Pride box. I got it from Sleepy Lizard or guacfarms.com. Sleepy Lizard on YouTube. Guacfarms.com is his website. And it was 55 bucks, and you got all these Valencia Pride. So check, I mean, look how big these things are. I think this is the biggest one. I mean, you could tell just how big that is by my hand. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Yeah, 5. So you got 5 mangoes for 55 bucks. I mean, Valencia Pride are huge mangoes. It's not like, it's another, I haven't tried it before, so I'm excited to even try it, but it's another more of a traditional mango. It's not one of the, super high-end ones, but I still haven't tried it before, so I'm excited to try it out. I also got some stuff locally at the store that I sometimes eat. I live in Texas, and so if you guys know from Texas, HEB is the main grocery store I go to, and sometimes they have some really unique stuff. So I got this. This is a Sunrise Dragon Fruit. I usually only see the purple ones. I personally have never seen the yellow ones, so I got that to try. If you guys have tried the yellow ones, leave it down in the comments and let me know. And then this is pretty basic, but it's a prickly pear. I'd never tried one, so I was like, why not? I'll get one and try it out. And then these were the two really unique ones I got at the store. And they weren't labeled, of course. I feel like somebody was like, they just got them in a shipping box, and they're like, oh, we'll just put them on the shelves. We don't really know what they are. But I knew they were in the Nona family, so check it out. This one is spiny, and then this one is just, has the same like under layers, like that kind of feathery or scale type look, but they're slightly different. So they're in the Nona family. I think they're cherimoyas, or AKA custard apples. So that's what I'm going with. Some pictures, like when you do like Google search or like Google Lens, was coming up with cherimoya and soursop and custard apple, which custard apple and cherimoya are the same thing. It only threw me off because I know cherimoyas I thought were typically green, but I'm not as familiar with the cherimoyas and custard apples and stuff like that. The Nona family, that stuff confuses me. The Nonas, they got so many cross varieties and different varieties that they throw me off. But yeah, so I think they're cherimoyas. And I saw just an article I was reading before I got on that typically they're green, but if they're brown, it's okay. I'm assuming that they may be a little bit overripe. Obviously, they're in the store. I still think they're going to be good. The article said if they get brown on the outside, it's still okay. The inside should still be fine. So we're going to give it a shot. Although this one is soft, like, relatively soft. This one's more firm, so that's what makes me think maybe they're a slightly different variety in the Anonas. But, I mean, they smell really good. They smell very sweet, have a kind of like a, I don't know, like a hint of banana or vanilla or something. But yeah, so we got all these to try out. Let's start out with like kind of, I'm going to put these to the side. These are actually not ripe, so I have one ripe one. Actually, it's right here. This is the ripe one we're going to try for the Valencia Pride. Set these other ones to the side. But we're going to try the prickly pear first, just because it's more common. Some stores may have them, some stores don't. But like I said, I never tried one. I'm like, I'm doing a fruit tasting video, so let's give it a shot. So here's the inside. If you guys have never seen one, I'm not very familiar with these. I think was pretty ripe from what I was reading. It's supposed to be, a deep purple. It probably could be a little bit more purple, but let's give it a shot. Let's see. Ooh, it's very chunky. Very chunky. There's probably a lot of seeds in here, I'm assuming. Okay. Yeah, very seedy. Lots of seeds. It's not bad. It's has a light sweet flavor. It reminds me of a watermelon texture. If you eat a watermelon, kind of has that same texture. A little watery like a watermelon. The sweetness, I don't know, probably like a 4 or 5 or something like that out of 10. I don't know. I'm not a professional food rater, but it's not crazy sweet, but it's actually not bad. If you like something a little bit mild and you like that kind of watermelon type texture, that might be something for you. But cool experience. Nothing too crazy. Okay. Actually, I'll try these next. I want to try the yellow dragon fruit. They say it's a sunburst. I'm sure there's a more professional name, but there you go. So definitely very similar to the red dragon fruits, except the insides are usually red. But let's see if they taste any different. I've tasted the red ones before, and this is from the store. I know the homegrown ones are really better, but here you go. Okay, now that's good. That's really good. Again, similar. I mean, if you guys have had dragon fruit, it has that texture. If you guys have never had a dragon fruit, probably similar to kind of watermelon-ish texture like the prickly pear. Really, this one is really sweet. Honestly, that's good. I would say, and obviously seeds. Keep that in mind. If you guys don't like a lot of seeds in your fruit, prickly pear and the dragon fruit are definitely not going to be for you. Let me see. I don't even know how to explain that. I gotta learn my my profiles, but it's really sweet. This one was really good. Honestly, over the store-bought red ones that I've had, I kind of like this one better. I feel like there's more flavor and more juice, at least to me, but that's pretty good. And I think these ones are cooler. I think the yellow ones look way better. Kind of like a kiwi, I guess. Doesn't taste exactly like kiwi, but similar. I think that's solid. I like that. I would recommend that over the prickly pear for sure. Okay, now I'm excited about these. And so like I said, I think they're the same, but we're going to try them both and see if there's any taste difference. This one's like, I had to do this video. This thing is starting to bust open. I was trying to wait for the mangoes to get ripe. So that's why I was kind of sitting here. And obviously the store is already sitting, but man, this thing's hard. All right. So let's crack them both open and then we'll do a side by side. It's way easier to cut. So I mean, definitely probably a little overripe on this one, I would say, but I'll show you guys the two differences. So here's the harder one with no spikes. That's what the inside looks like. Still looks good. And here's the one with the spikes. So definitely similar. Do not eat the seeds, obviously. Well, I'm gonna save the seeds. Try to grow these. See what happens. All right, so we're gonna try the one with the spikes first. And like I said, it should be cherimoya. And the inside texture is gonna be like, oh, there's another seed. Let's get that out. Should be very custardy. So here's that. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I get why they call it custard apple. I understand that. And like I said, if you guys saw my other video with the red Atemoya, that was $97. This is way better. This has way more fruit taste. I actually still got the other half. I was seeing if it was going to get any better, so I got to try it again, but of that red Atemoya. But this is definitely better. Way more sweet, and it was way cheaper. Let's try another bite here. Actually, let's try the other one. So here is just the smooth one. Not smooth, but without the spikes. Let's try that out. Pick out all these seeds. A lot of seeds. A lot of seeds, but at least they're big. It's like, man, there's not, compared to how many seeds are in here, compared to the flesh, it's not a ton, but All right, here's that one. Ugh. That one's not good. I don't know if it's spoiled or what, but this one's way better. Yeah, no good. I don't know. I don't like it. They definitely taste different, that's for sure. So if you guys ever see something similar, these two, I would go with the one with the spikes. Like I said, I don't know the exact variety, but you know, these aren't anywhere compared to, they don't have anything on mangoes. None of these fruits. Mangoes are by far the best. But I just like trying different stuff. So yeah, this one's not bad. This one's definitely sweet. I don't know. It's so hard to put a taste on something that you never tasted, that you're trying to explain to somebody else that's probably never tasted it. The texture is custard. I like the texture. I think the fruit itself is floral. The taste, kind of florally, is kind of how I would put it. And that's kind of how it smells too. Yeah. To be honest, this one, the one that didn't taste good, smells better. But the one that tastes better doesn't smell as good. But yeah, so I'd say the taste is florally, kind of tropical, just a tropical florally taste, flavor. And then the texture, super, super custardy. Yeah, that was not bad though. Good experience. All right, now for the best part, the mango, Valencia Pride. If you guys are looking for a very vigorous tree, Valencia Pride is the way to go. This, if you guys don't know about it, this tree grows crazy fast and is, I think, one of the biggest mango tree varieties out there, or at least it grows the fastest. I know that. But so if you guys are in maybe a climate that you know, not completely suitable for mangoes, you could try a Valencia Pride because they are fast growers. So you know, where if you're in a colder environment, sometimes where your trees might get you know, stop growing, this one would be a good tree for you. That way, you know, it's a fast grower, so it can catch up. But so yeah, so here's one that's like not ripe, and then so it's green. It has some red, and then I guess it turns yellow. Some of them, like this one's kind of ripe, so it's like green on this side, and then starting to turn yellow over there. So that's like half ripe. But let's jump into this one. Even though it's more of a common mango, I was so excited to try it because I have only ever had the store-bought ones. Got some of the seed on it, but all right. So here's the inside. This is the seed side. Here's the flesh. Again, this is supposed to be a traditional tasty mango, so let's give it a shot. Super, super juicy. This is like perfect ripeness. These are, so if you guys saw my other video, I had the Hayden, the Van Dyke, and Tommy Atkins. And it was from the same farm, guapfarms.com. This one is by far the best out of all of them. I don't really taste a ton of fiber in it. Tastes pretty fibrous to me. I don't know the qualifications for that, but you know, sometimes you eat mangoes and you get a little in your teeth or whatever, but this one doesn't have that. But I feel like sometimes that varies from each each mango, depending on the ripeness or whatever. Like even from the same, like this Valencia Pride, this one, I feel like sometimes one can be more stringy than others, but maybe that's just me. Yeah. Definitely has that classic mango flavor. I would say it's a little bit more light. Like it's still sweet, but it doesn't have the super, super powerful classic mango flavor to me. It's just, it's moderate. It's perfect. It's not too strong, where some mangoes have that very strong classic taste. To me, some mangoes have that like kind of piney taste to it, is the only way I think can explain it. That one doesn't have that, but it just has the mango taste. Like if you were just eating like a freaking mango starburst or something like that. Oh, there you go. I got a little bit of the pine there in that piece. This is more of the outer part. I would recommend Valencia Pride over Hayden, Tommy, and Van Dyke for sure. I think this is a solid mango. Like I said, if you have the room though, because this tree gets big. So if you're looking for a classic and you're looking for a good producer, I know Valencia Prides are good producers. You know, you start getting into those special varieties and you start running into a lot more diseases and problems than some of the more traditional type mangoes. So if you're looking for just a good producer, Valencia Pride I know is a good one. I've heard Angie is a good producer. I haven't tried Angie yet. I do have one of the best tasting mangoes. I actually just got it today, but they're not ripe yet. So I'm not going to tell you guys what it is because I'll save it for the next video. But stay tuned for that because that's one I'm very excited for. Those were, again, expensive mangoes, but it's won a ton of awards at Mango Fests. And so I'm super excited to try that mango. So you guys will be seeing that soon. I think that's it, guys. Overall, out of all these fruits, for sure, mango number 1. I think I'd put the Sunburst Dragon Fruit number 2. And then the Spiky Cherimoya 3. The Prickly Pear 4. And then this kind of more smooth one 5. This one was not good at all. I don't know if it's spoiled or... I mean, it doesn't taste spoiled. It just doesn't taste very good. And it's already browning. Like, I just cut it open and it's already browning. So, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not too sure on these. This one tasted fine, though. But hope you guys enjoyed that video. It's a little bit long. If you guys got any questions, leave them down below. Or if you guys have tried any of these and you guys had a different experience or, you know, maybe this one was good for you or whatever, let me know in the comments. All right? Y'all have a good day. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Texas Roots and Fruits out.